Hello and welcome. My name is Alan and we are back with what more Know Your Members of Congress for the 119th Congress. Meant to be Wednesday's video, but we're getting it now. Done now, damn it. Yeah, you'll have to excuse me, I'm taking my drugs while we do this here, so. But before we jump into the bulk of the video, I do want to go ahead and let you know I got two ways to donate to the channel if you do want to help support me. I've got a Patreon account, which is a monthly, month-to-month donation system, and then I also have a Coffee account, which can do much the same, but also allows you to make single one-time donations. Links to both will be in the description box below the video. If you are in financial difficulty or donating would put you in financial difficulty, please do not donate. Take care of what you need to take care of first, because it's tough enough out there on all of us with the idiots in charge as it is, and I just broke that. But if you are in a financially good spot, donating wouldn't hurt, and you want to donate, thank you. I do appreciate it. It's me, myself, and I that do these videos. I do the research, the filming, the editing, and the posting. I was like, I didn't miss one, did I? No. But anyway, personally sworn off doing commercials as a personal choice, and currently get no pay from the actual videos I've made as of unto this point. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into the bulk of the video here, the actual video itself. Today, we are looking at Representative Tracey Mann, who is the representative for the 1st District of Kansas, which sits on the western side of the state and goes over a little ways and does this weird little tiny thing as it narrows in on Kansas City, as I'm sure a way to gerrymander to try to take away potential Democratic votes. He is a Republican, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by Roger Marshall. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at who Tracey Mann is as an individual. He was born in Quinter, Kansas on December the 17th, 1976. Graduated from Quinter High School in Quinter, Kansas. Earned a Bachelor of Arts from Kansas State University in Manhattan, Kansas in 2000. Has been a commercial real estate broker. Unsuccessful candidate for nomination to the 112th Congress in 2010. Appointed Kansas State Lieutenant Governor 2018 to 2019. Unsuccessful candidacy for nomination to Kansas State Lieutenant Governor in 2019 before being elected as a Republican to the 117th and 2 following Congresses, so he is in term 3. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees he is on. He is on the Committee on Agriculture, of which he is on the Subcommittee on Commodity Markets, Digital Assets, and Rural Development, the Subcommittee on Livestock, Dairy, and Poultry, of which he is chairman, and the Subcommittee on Nutrition and Foreign Agriculture. He's on the Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Aviation, the Subcommittee on Railroads, Pipelines, and Hazardous Materials, and the Subcommittee on Water Resources and Environment. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. And they are a American pro-Israel bribery group that advocates policies strengthening the U.S.-Israel relationship, a relationship that needs no strengthening. It's overly blown as it is now that we're supporting the weapons and money to do a genocide so Israel can continue its genocide. It describes itself as a bipartisan organization, but all it does is bribe both parties. And as of 2025, reports more than 5 million members in the U.S., 17 regional offices, and a vast pool of donors. It was founded in 1954 by lobbyists for the Israeli government, partly to counter international criticism of Israel's Kibbutz massacre of Palestinian villagers that year, showing how long Israel's been at doing genocide on Palestinians. And in the 80s, AIPAC became an influential organization, and in 2002, he expressed intent to lobby Congress to authorize use of force in Iraq, and in 2003 defended the quagmire known as the Iraq War that they got us into at AIPAC events. And in 2005, a Pentagon strategist pled guilty to espionage charges of passing U.S. government secrets to senior AIPAC officials in what became known as the AIPAC espionage scandal, which alone should have been enough to disband and ban such organizations. But no, the draw of funding, of money, of lobbying money has proven too powerful for some politicians, which is why there needs to be a huge amount of reform. But yeah, AIPAC itself is vile, despicable, evil, demonic, wretched, horrid, any negative connotation you can think of. Yeah, that's AIPAC. But altogether, they have donated $33,607. And once again, that's AIPAC. Next, at number 2, is Conestoga Energy Partners. And they are a low-carbon renewable energy solution manufacturer that produces, markets, and delivers environmental-friendly bioethanol, distiller's grain, feed products, and renewable alcohol, as well as provides logistics services serving customers throughout the U.S., being headquartered in Liberal, Kansas. Aims to support sustained growth, carbon neutrality, making it a key player. Kind of doubt that, but a lot of these alternative fuel companies like to say they are. Altogether, it has donated $19,800, and once again, that's Conestoga Energy Partners. Next, at number 3, we have Fairley Corporation, and they own commercial feed yards, producing animal feed serving clients throughout the U.S., specifically cattle feed yards, and provides livestock feeding, risk management, financing, and reporting services, being headquartered in Scott City, Kansas. Says it was a founding member of U.S. Premium Beef, but mostly it deals, it looks like, with cattle feed. Altogether, they have donated $13,200, and once again, that's the Fairley Corporation. Next, at number 4, we have Dimitri Salt LLC, and it just says here they produce salt, and they seem to be headquartered in Overland Park, Kansas. That's all I really got for you. It just finding information on them was not the easiest, but I found just some. Altogether, they have donated $13,200, and once again, that's Dimitri Salt LLC. Finally, in 5th, we have Downing Nelson Oil, and they are, they seem to be headquartered in Hays, Kansas. I'm sure they do oil and likely do other things like fracking for natural gas. Yeah, looking at oil and gas properties in the U.S. But they've got wells, it looks like, all throughout Kansas here. Altogether, they have donated $13,200, and once again, that's Downing Nelson Oil. Now, let's go ahead, or before we go anywhere, I want you to notice that the last 3 of that list donated $13,200, and that's because they're 3 of a big list goes to number 12, so altogether should be 7 more that are like that. I'll just name them off for you. Scholar Company, Winter Livestock, Venture Corporation, Kansas, Midwest Air Traffic Control Service, Blue Beacon International, Reed Cattle Company, Foot Cattle Company. Yeah. With that said, let's go ahead and look at the top 5 industry donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have livestock, who altogether have donated $83,000. Next at number 2 is crop production and basic processing, who altogether have donated $79,150. Next at number 3 is biofuel, who altogether have donated $54,600. Next at number 4 is pro-Israel organizations, who altogether have donated $50,607. And in 5th is retired, who altogether have donated $47,245. Now let's go ahead and look at all your donors at a glance. First, individually, APAC, boo fucking suck. Castoga Energy Partners, ooh. Fairley Corporation, what did they do? Was it feed? I believe they were. Feed yard. Okay, good. I mean, not the worst we've ever seen as things. So, Dimitri Salt LLC. Okay, good. Nothing necessarily wrong with producing salt. Just we know so little about them. Downing Nelson Oil. Ooh. Now, industry-wise, livestock. Good, great. I mean, you got to have food to eat for a nation. Crop production and basic processing, good, great. Again, gotta have that food, gotta have that feed. Biofuel, not quite but yeah, not much above it. So, pro-Israel groups, boo, fucking suck. Retired, great, absolutely wonderful. But yeah, altogether, I'm going to give them a middle of the pack. Yeah, we'll just go middle of the pack. In the middle. It's not really what you've got negative really hurts you, but you've got a lot of good stuff too. So we're going to put you in the middle. I'm tempted to go positive, but I'm just going to put you in the middle. But this has been a look at Representative Tracey Mann, who is the representative for the 1st District of Kansas. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources, and it can't be a bunch of tinfoil hat wearing sources or anecdotes thrown together to try to make sources. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.